Enlightenment is the complete flowering of body, mind, and the soul. Everyone has the fire, but the champions know when to ignite the spark. These words of wisdom are from Amit Ray, Enlightenment Step by Step. Recently, I read a book titled as The Power of Awakened Mind by Neeraj Rai. And today I'm going to present you a summary of this book. So this book has been gifted to me by this author, and I'm going to treasure this in my collection of books in my personal library. Viewers, welcome to Sip and Talk with Vikram in our book review section. And if you like the way I present books to you, then please subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon to stay notified, keep posting your encouraging comments in the comment section below. And I'm back to you now with my stack of books and a hot cup of coffee. So coming back to this book is published by Notion Press and it has 212 pages of pure wisdom and life skills. It is priced at 299 only. And if you are a bargain hunter, then there is a special offer only for the viewers of this channel. Use this coupon code SIP and Talk 25 to get 25% discount through Notion Press when you buy through the link given in the description below. So Neeraj Rai is a young author in the spiritual self-help genre who simplifies the depth of spirituality in a way which is easy to understand and practice. Professionally, he is in the government service, but on the personal front, he is immersed into spirituality. His book helps people in discovering how spirituality can help people to grow in outer world and to live a joyful and fulfilled life. This book is divided into 9 chapters. So without much ado, here we go on to discover what is in the book right Chapter 3, Mental Conditioning puts a cloud on the mind. Be warned that your mind shows you images which are not the entire truth. There are four dimensions of life: worldly, bodily, mental, and spiritual. Our spirit has the transcendent existence and power over the above body and flesh and bones. There are three layers of mind: thinking mind, which thinks and plans and executes the work; feeling mind, which feels; and the higher mind, that is the aspect of mind which is not personal and is free from physical identity and of the nature of impersonal, non localized awareness. So far, the mainstream society and scientific community has no clue about this aspect of our mind. So people in general are not able to harness power of the higher mind. Our higher mind is half human and half divine. In this chapter, you learn about questions like why you are clueless about the spiritual need. How can you fulfill your spiritual need? Interesting, isn't it? So this brings us to the next chapter. Chapter 4, Realm of Feeling Mind, Melting of Self Identity. This chapter introduces the realm of feeling mind, which has the peace and joy within. How to develop a feeling mind and boost your creativity. Also, how conscious access to our feeling mind and our search for peace and joy in the external world. It further introduces about our attention towards the media of all our experiences. Also, discussed herein are the pros and cons and limitations of thinking mind. How to do the identification and stabilization in feeling mind. It describes a simple technique on how one can heal past bad experiences just by accessing the feeling mind and its dimensions, which is just under the layer of the thinking mind. In the present time, intellect of many people has been sharp in grasping and dealing with various abstract realities such as the wireless, the space technology, software programming, solar energy, quantum physics, and so on. On being rightly focused, such mind can very easily discover its true nature, which is the real spiritual self, through self reflection in comparison to the yogis and monks. In this chapter, the awakened mind is defined as the mind which discovers and identifies itself as pure self awareness, free from any identity, which no longer identifies oneself as outer identity and the mental activities. This brings us to the next chapter. Chapter 5, diving into the higher mind, evaporation of self identity. This chapter deals with simple guided meditation which takes us to the aspect of oneself where lies joy, fullness, and freedom, and share three most distinct techniques which can enable instantaneous recognition of higher mind. Long hours of meditation is not necessary for recognition of higher mind. Instead, practice of dropping the self identity, the external identity, and observe what remains after that. That is crucial. Also, there is a difficulty in recognition of higher mind by normal means. This brings us to the next chapter. Chapter 6, Power of the Awakened Mind. Once the mind gets liberated from limited egocentric identity, it starts turning and merging with universal cosmic intelligence, and the universe starts bestowing and many incredible capabilities help to us, such as knowledge downloading, synchronizing, guidance from universe, intuition, manifestation of wellness. It gives an example of Srinivasa Ramanujan, who had no formal education in mathematics but wrote groundbreaking mathematical theorems and gave around 4,000 equations, which many of them could not be understood even by the most genius mathematicians of the world at that time. Now, after research, those theorems and equations are found correct. Srinivasa Ramanujan had credited his mathematical knowledge to divinity and told that he used to get these equations from higher power. Also, Saint Kabir, who was born in a poor family and had no education, but he is known for his profound verses and his teachings about the truth of life. The qualities of awakened mind are relevant for leadership and peak performance, such as the intention to contribute to the world, inspire the team members, true connection and compassion, winning loyalty from employees, customers, and other stakeholders. A bird's eye view of the world, which enables seeing the things objectively, seeing the invisible patterns, flexibility, highly committed, but detached way of looking at things. This brings us to the next chapter. Chapter 7, Evidences of Awakened Mind. This chapter shares some scientific evidences of awakened mind. It refers to five brainwave frequencies and points to gamma brainwave, which corresponds to the conscious alertness, heightened self awareness, and peak focus. In a research conducted by the world renowned neuroscientist Dr. Richard J. Davidson from the University of Wisconsin Madison, it shows that in an ordinary person, the brain rarely comes in gamma state and just for a fraction of a second if it ever does. While the brain wave of some of the monks on which the research was conducted were found in gamma state as their natural state, and even when they were sleeping, there was a permanent shift in the state of mind, which was found as discussed at length in this book. Also, there are few more examples of incident of transformation in mental state of J. Krishnamurti, Eckhart Tolle, Adhya Shanti, which is referred to as spiritual awakening in spiritual tradition. This brings us to the next chapter. Chapter 8, Stabilizing in Higher Mind. This chapter points out that realization of true spiritual self can happen instantaneously for those who have sharp, open, and flexible mind. But stabilizing in that reckoning is challenging and a time taking process because of deep conditioning of the thinking mind and stronghold of the individualistic self. Also, some tips are shared with do's and don'ts to help to stabilize in higher state of mind. Some myths are busted that desire to experience luxuries and worldly pleasures is wrong and against spirituality. And it is a myth that some people have that earning money and becoming rich is against spirituality. This life is not meant to be spent in caves or to torture the body. There is a warning about polarity trap of mind about spiritual versus worldly life. It states that life is for having inner and worldly dimension and set out new life values for a holistic living. This brings us to the next chapter 9, Awakened Mind and Practical Life. This chapter is about values and motivations of the awakened mind. Your inner growth determines your external growth. People with undeveloped mind working with their physical strength work hard, but they get very less returns, while people with developed thinking mind get a fair return, and with every increase in effort, they are getting corresponding results. People with developed higher mind are most advantageous people, and they attract massive results without any hard effort and just by setting their intention. He also shares how developing higher mind helps in finding the life's purpose. At the end, this book describes that in the coming age of artificial intelligence and human robotics, why developing feeling and higher mind would be need of the time. Benefit at the individual level are that most of the tasks of the thinking mind will be taken over by the intelligent programs. However, the creative work which relates to feelings and innovations cannot be performed by artificial intelligence. So, people with developed feeling and higher mind would be in advantageous position and would have better opportunities. As for the benefit to the humanity, in the age of artificial intelligence and human robots, machine programs would have the massive power to manipulate human experiences and behaviors. There could be pilotless fighter planes and intelligent robotic soldiers. Then it would be in the interest of the humanity that the society is not driven and led by ego and self centric people, but by people with compassion and developed higher mind, whose values are harmony, connection, compassion, and well being for all. Now, with this, we come to the end of this book. Now, here's my take. So, here is my take. There are many books on spirituality and awakening of mind. However, in this book, the author has honestly described his personal experiences with spirituality. He has got some sublime experiences which he has shared in detail. The examples and the arguments in support of his claims are truly amazing. It actually gives the method about how to gain such a wonderful experience. So go for it and buy today. And remember, you can always get a discount through this channel. Hurry up before the discount offer ends. Thank you very much for your patient listening. Hope to see you again and again with more book reviews. Do post in your comments how did you like this one? Thank you very much. Namaste.